क्या चाहिए आपको? मोटिवेशन, कैसा मोटिवेशन?
I think one tight slap I need.
उठ जा साले, उठ।
I need one tight slap, back in the day, जब कोई आर्टिस्ट कार्टून बनाता था politically, the political party or the person himself who was getting trolled in that comic used to not get this thing, used to not be like, इसको जेल में डालो.
So as you mentioned in your bio, we are stalking a lot of bio these days. Just try to find out some information, research basically, right? So you have mentioned in your bio that you promote environmental issues, social awareness and stuff. So do you have backlash like from supporters of a party in case if you are putting out some social issues or political stuff out?
Initially, I used to, go at that level, talking about the country level. I used to speak about the supreme leader of a country.
Okay. National level.
National level.
You call it national level, right?
Yeah. So that level, when I used to go, people used to be like, why are you speaking bad about this person? You know that person.
Yeah.
So I used to be like, अरे ये बस artwork है, joke है. I didn't go on extreme level yet, okay, on that guy. I've gone to a funny level, making a joke. Joke also, it was a fact.
Yeah.
Whatever he had done, that I put it in a funny way in my artwork.
Yeah.
अभी उस पे भी गुस्सा आ रहा है तुम लोगों को, so then I can't help it, So yeah, that much. That was the start when I got a few criticism. उसके बाद मैंने सिर्फ गोवा पे ही artworks बनाने start किए. I mean, our government is not, how our government is.
Yes.
So I started making artworks based on facts.
Got it.
Nothing from my mind. I didn't make, ये ऐसे जूता कुछ नहीं बनाया मैंने. I made whatever it's
Your
whatever is true.
reference was the facts of what it is going on, right? Basically.
Whatever was going on, I didn't put in my this thing artworks. A lot of people have shared it, and they agreed with what I have done
because they found it relatable, right?
So that time I have not got any backlash. I think Goans are like that. They'll know if it's against them, they won't speak on, because they also know that it's true, but they don't want to agree. So I've spoken about particular parties and all. The party people, supporters, they have not never, criticized me for any political issue. And that's how it all started, and I feel that if content creators start making, and they make relatable stuff.
There are few creators who do like social awareness kind of
social
thing.
awareness, they see a garbage on the beach, they'll do a cleanup drive and all that stuff. But there are some creators, they just do their but when it comes to, and that's why and they have a massive following, but when it comes to problems which are happening in Goa, they hardly address the issue. And I feel that's something they should do, because they have a massive following. I think if people see actually something is happening in Goa, we should share them. They don't have followers only from Goa, they have followers from all over India and world. I think
food vloggers and all,
food
people
vloggers
are
and all,
following travelers.
So I
and
think
stuff.
they can take a time, they can take one video. I don't think their following will go down or something. There will be some people who won't even watch that, but there will be some who are interested in watching stuff like that, and they will share. That's my only thing, from content creators. If you are creating content for entertainment, I think add a problem in your own way and put it out for the people, so that they can enjoy as well as learn something.
It is basically giving back to the society. What you've gained so much followers, they can use. It is like the opposite way. Small creators are trying to put out social awareness and stuff, and big creators are going with the followers.
I'm not saying this in a bad way, but there are a lot of small pages. They don't even have 1,000 followers, but they are constantly every day they are putting out environmental issues. I go through these pages, and whatever topic which hits me and I get an idea, I convert it into some form of art, tag them in, and then I tag them also. Okay, I'm not like make and just get followers for myself. I
Yeah.
tag them,
Yeah, that is really
and I appreciate their this thing work also.
So let's talk about present scenario where artists, freedom of speech is getting, oppressed. Artists are getting jailed. Yeah, boycott culture stuff. What do you have to say about that? Like, what are your views according to, since you are, more into that kind of content creation?
Back in the day, जब कोई आर्टिस्ट कार्टूनिस्ट कार्टून बनाता था politically, the political party or the person himself who was getting trolled
Yeah.
in that comic used to not get this thing, used to not be like, इसको जेल में डालो.
हाँ.
Used
Previously.
Previously, people who were getting cartooned, they used to be okay with it. They used to be like, okay, at least it's stating facts. But आजकल के case में it's different, We make cartoons based on facts. But we are only getting, threatened, getting death threats, that ऐसा मत करो, you don't know what he has done. We know what he has done. That's why we're making artworks based on that issue, right? So, yeah, like my close friends, my family, they fear that, I might get
Have you got like
jailed.
maybe some personal DMs or something related to that?
I have never
got, na?
I have never got death threats in real.
That doesn't mean you give यार. That doesn't mean ये बुक को डराते वैसा नहीं है कुछ भी, but yeah.
That's why I don't make nation पे किसी पे I don't make something related to the PM or any of those ministers. I make only on Goan ministers. I don't, not because they're soft or something, or they're easy to make, but they give a lot of content to me.
And people can relate and local content.
Every day they speak something useless, and that gives me an idea to make an artwork. But I don't think they'll go to that level, that they'll throw me in jail. Because आजकल कुछ भी हो सकता है, because during the Molem issue, people who were having a silent protest at Panjim Church, they were arrested. And that thing was kind of, a close save for me, because even I was supposed to go over there that day.
Why you didn't go? Like what?
Liberation Day it was, no? हाँ, कुछ काम था घर पे. No, I'm lazy. I stayed and slept at home. So I was watching the live stream that was going on, and they got arrested over there, and I was like, what? They were having a silent protest and they got arrested. That shows how our government is. So you don't have freedom to talk your mind out. Freedom of speech is not there. Proper freedom of speech is not there. And afterwards, our government will say, our people love us. That's what something that angers me. I don't like, the lies they're speaking. We have, they were trying to destroy the forest, and then the next day they'll be like doing Vanamot. So they'll be like, they'll be celebrating Environmental Day. They'll be posting pictures only,
Yeah.
पिक्चर पोस्ट किया, उस अगले दिन बाद में काट दिया.
एनवायरनमेंट काट रहे हैं, हमारा काटा समझ में नहीं आता.
So to answer your question, you might have a question if I'm scared. I am scared to be put behind bars or something. But in the same time, I'm not afraid to point out the facts in the form of art. I'm not scared to do that thing, but I'm scared to be thrown for an unknown reason.
Yeah, I think people appreciate your art, what you're doing, right?
That's why I as a like one artist I mentor, who is a cartoonist, Alexei. He had one interesting thing to say for an art class. He said, you never make artworks on religious issues. Political issues you go on making, but religious issues, even if अभी जो हो रहा है देश में, it's all about the religion, caste, discrimination, religion, everything is going on, and the hate is just flowing rapidly. So rapidly that someday I think there could be a war.
Yeah, I fear that by everything is going on peacefully, and you never know what can start off,
Exactly. So I don't work on religious, artworks. You must have seen, I have not made a single one. I've not even made a sketch on a god. I think I had ideas to make a sketch of gods in my unique way, but then also people get triggered for anything.
Why you took only this art, why you didn't do that art, why you are not doing that art, that will.
So even as you said, artists are being boycotted, jailed. We have comedians also who are falling in that category.
Yeah.
A lot of comedians who are just doing their job of making a joke.
Humor is really subjective, man.
Yeah.
बहुत subjective है.
So yeah, you kind of feel bad for them also. No? It's their only job. अभी काफी इंजीनियर कॉमेडियंस बन गए. So you can't take their job away. It's their only way of living. No offense to you.
No, not because
to my engineer friends.
Yeah. I know engineers का life एक comedy हो जाता है, and it turns out to be into various other forms of creativity.
I have a lot of respect for most comedians out there because they speak their mind and they're speaking the truth. They're not like our government. Our government are bigger comedians.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but a lot of work goes also to prepare that stuff, right? The comedians and all.
Yeah.
It is not just like they have to take the facts and they have to do it in a such way that it doesn't offend also, and they have to stay, otherwise they are behind the bus.
Yeah, now that you brought the topic up, a lot of people in my DMs, they say make a sketch on this MLA, make a sketch on that MLA. Some people will be like, make good things about an MLA, some will be like, make bad things about the MLA. Now that puts me in a tricky situation. I am not politically biased.
People might be thinking, right, when you put this content, if they have only seen that piece of content, ये बंदा तो ये है.
Now mostly I target one political party. They'll be like, you are that one, no? And they're like, I'm like, no, I'm not that. So they are.
It is basically like if I am talking with you, then it's like, ये बंदे का ये एक group of.
I don't support any political party. As a matter of fact, I was going to sit for elections this year. Independent.
Independent art.
Independent बनने वाला था मैं. So yeah.
What stopped you then? What stopped you from?
My close friends and relatives were like,
रुक जा अभी मत जा.
Because politics is a dirty game. Anything can happen to you. You heard about the Punjabi artist, what happened to him.
Yeah.
So
he was 2 days before he had dropped an album and then.
Yeah. So politics is a dirty game, and some people feel you shouldn't go inside because normal person को क्या चाहिए? Change चाहिए. Like you can't bear to see what's happening in the States right now. You need change. That was something I had to bring, but deep down you feel like कोई ऐसा बोलता है ना, मत जा. That time your morale, it goes down again. You'll be like,
मत जा. I think सबके सब ऐसे ही है, this and that.
Everyone is a thief. Like now, whole Goa is full of thieves now. No one is to be trusted. Everyone takes bribes. One person will be like, I'm not corrupted, but he's the biggest corrupted guy in the state.
होता है ना, हर चोर बोलता है कि मैं चोरी नहीं करता. Now the amount of political artworks you are doing have reduced it now. You are doing more of some other creative work.
Actually, I give certain time to my political artworks and to my random, portraits and stuff. So, उसके लिए क्या चाहिए? Idea आना चाहिए. I should get an idea to make a political artwork. Recently, I was going through, some sickness and all. So, I stopped making political, environmental issues because वो idea नहीं आ रहे थे मेरे दिमाग में.
मजा नहीं आ रहा, idea नहीं आ रहा.
Yeah, when you're sick, you can't think only of anything. So yeah, I'd stopped a little, but I'll be making artwork soon. Political, environmental. वो सिर्फ मुझे ये motivation, inspiration and ideas चाहिए थोड़े.
What you need to push you, like क्या चाहिए आपको? Motivation, कैसा motivation?
I think one tight slap I need.
उठ जा साला, उठ.
I need one tight slap, to wake up.
कि अरे you have a lot to do now. It is like you have just accomplished 5%, you can say.
Yeah.
Remind yourself.
So I need a kick or slap like that to wake up properly.
Vaibhav के followers, please do the needful and.
I used to tell my friends in BSc back then, whenever I used to not do anything, just give me one slap. I would tell them. They'll be like,
whom you told? The girls won't slap. And like उन्होंने नाम रखा है, why they'll slap?
Obviously, girls only are there, no.
Then you got that motivation.
कभी कभी मिलता था.
Which time were you like the most motivated person in your life? Which?
2020.
Okay. Yeah, when the COVID
hit.
Yeah. That is the time when you started, you said, right? Or before that?
I studied in
long back,
2017.
2020 was like a catalyst for you.
Yeah, it was a catalyst and a chance for most artists to, express their artworks, express their talent. So 2020 was a good year for me also. I got featured on a newspaper for the first time. It made my family proud. I made my mom proud.
You must be having that cutout poster.
I have my cutout poster. My brother was like a frame at time, like very big. It's there in the cupboard somewhere. So that was the first time I got featured on a newspaper, and that was really, क्या बोलूं?
He's out of words.
I was really out of words for that.
Emotionally cried or something?
No.
Boys shouldn't cry.
I don't cry as such. वो tears अंदर में ही dry होते हैं. Later in the next year also, 2021, I got featured again on a newspaper because this time because of my art shop.
2022? Still to be featured?
Yeah, still to be featured. But
अभी just थोड़ा एक kick चाहिए उसके बाद,
Yeah, 2022 I'm here.
2022 is here. I was, trying to get him to that
2022.
actual topic.
No, कुछ और ही चल रहा था दिमाग में.
He's featured in the podcast. Where
I'm on a podcast for
one of the best creators, over the podcast. Okay.
इतना भी मान नहीं.
See, the best part of your content I love is the satire, right? And for me, satire is the best form of content. So in this podcast, we have every artist we have some kind of game. So for you, we have a game. It is basically called Dismantle the Art. So basically, I will show you your art and you share what was going on in your mind when you drew that thing. Okay? Whenever I'm showing you the image, I'll just put the image on the screen so that you people have context. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं कुछ और दिखाऊँ कुछ और photo. Okay, so regarding this art, I'll give you 4,000 here.
Okay.
What was going on when you?
Where I come from, Kalangut, the places are filled with the most corrupted people ever. But they want they won't say. They will act like saints. So during election time, there's always this game where they give money to people.
I think
I'll give you 3,000.
Known to most of the people.
I'll give you 3,000. You give me 4,000. So वैसा इस साल भी हुआ था, right? Obviously हो रहा था. So
and people call it a campaign then.
They call it campaigning.
Yeah.
So in our constituency, there were corrupted people who were standing for elections, and they were going to houses and giving money, for instead of votes. And I personally hate it, कि you're buying people, meaning there's a good candidate standing, and this person is buying you and your votes, and not giving a young person, a youth, to bring a change in the constituency. This is happening everywhere.
That basically demotivates the youth, to get into this thing.
It happens in my constituency. It happens in every constituency, and I felt bad for that thing, And I, whenever I get to hear such stuff, like it, boils my blood. I definitely want to expose these people. So that's when I made this artwork, because my friend told me that her house, some people had come. A contestant had come. Candidate had come to, ask for vote, but instead was for giving money, but they rejected. They didn't take the money. So that made me, I got the proof, like an idea. Maybe I'll make an artwork on this. And most of these candidates are on social media. They see. So I purposely made the artwork. And I shared it on a political group also, which is there on WhatsApp, which has most of the candidates. तो उनको भी देखने दो ना, उनका कौन है वहाँ पे. So that was my main motive to make that sketch, because I wanted to expose these people. And also, a lot of there in my ward, at least there are a lot of oversmart people. You call them right hand man of this candidates. So they go around and do the dirty work of the MLA, taking money from people and all. And that's why even for them it's a lesson kind of. I made that sketch कि कभी वो sketch देखे मेरा तो उनको याद आ जाए.
Taking money from people or
Taking money from people to do their work.
Okay.
In my own ward. Should I speak on that? Okay. So my mom used to be a ward member before. She served 2 terms. When she was told that she will never become a this thing, you know, and she'll never become a good ward member. But she did most of the work in my ward. She, you know, helped the poor people. She did, you know, all the things legally, not illegally, nothing illegally. But still, you know, after serving 2 terms, honestly, then came the era where people were, you know, just taking money and giving votes. So that year when she had sat for the election, she was betrayed by her own panel, the main member who is then a panel member who leads the team. She was betrayed by him. So then she lost her this thing, you know, hope.
Yeah,
she was
then
like
a
career, yeah. So she didn't sit anymore after that. So she was betrayed. And the person who won, you know, the woman who won, she sits at home, takes care of her kids, while her husband is going around taking bribes from people to do their work. I mean, if you wanted to take care of your kids, then you had to keep someone else to, you know, sit for the elections. Why you're sitting for elections?
Yeah.
And that a woman is not aware of what is happening in the ward, you know. Now my mom passed away in 2020. Since then, we moved to before that only we had moved to Purvaram because we were sick of what's going on in our ward. Whole of Kalangut, the entire constituency is filled with gundas only now. And I'm hoping this panchayat elections at least some changes brought, you know.
There's people are with the hope only.
Because bribes have been taken, lands have been taken away, poor people's land. Even our land, it's in it's in that court case type of thing.
Got it. Okay, I'll show you the next one. This one.
Vishwajit Wani during he wanted to become the CM.
I think there were rumors.
There were rumors going around. There were memes being made that Vishwajit Rane wanted to become the CM of Goa if BJP came in power. But Pramod Sawant in the end became the CM, right? So that was just a meme, you know, that I had made to, you know, a funny meme. Because it was happening, right? The memes were going around, that the rumors were going around. That's why I made this thing. I didn't make it because I felt like trolling Vishwajit Rane. वो सिर्फ ऐसे ही है.
हाँ, मीम वाला है ना, just okay. Why so much time in informing the next day?
Then on the news channel you could see reporters asking Vishwajit Rane इतना time क्यों लग रहा है to decide to make the government.
Yeah, other Hindi channels and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Other Hindi channels.
Outside news reporters were asking why is it taking so much time to form the government in Goa?
Yeah.
So he was getting angry, you know, for some reason.
Why you are asking me like?
So we assumed like उसको CM बनना था और नहीं बन रहा है, इसलिए उसको गुस्सा आ रहा है. So that meme was made with that thought in my mind that Vishwajit Rane is getting angry because people are asking him why is Goa government taking so late to form. Well, he is having his own problems inside.
Yes.
No offense, Vishwajit Rane.
Yeah. That is just, meme is done in that way, right? This is, I think, all the linear projects.
This one is a big clown, you know, in Goa. He was a environment minister also, that too. And he is the one who wants to cut forests and cut trees and make roads and
so that the gaadi jaldi jayega and stuff.
During the COVID phase, he was the first. He and our CM were involved in that, you know, cutting of volume forest and building those 3 linear projects. He was steady with his decision that he wants to build those tunnel lines, then railway track, and widening of the road. He was the main culprit in that Molem issue thingy. And now also he is stuck with his decision that he wants to cut trees. I don't know what he has learned in school when teachers were telling him about not to cut trees. Trees are this thing. But these people, they don't even care about the environment because they talk about not spending so much money on hospitals, health facilities for the people and all. But they want to, already we have sufficient light, we have water, we have roads which are okay. We are not complaining more.
They feel that we are complaining about roads. We don't have enough roads.
No, they have got the ministry now. So they think, ये करना ही है हमको.
We have the power.
Yeah, let people's lives, health and all, that section go to hell. But we will do what we want. So now that forest is there now. They want to, now everywhere you see widening of roads is going on, bridges are going on. So वो power वगैरह है, hotels को जा रहे हैं power. So they want to give all this power to somebody. We don't know who it is. अभी मोलेम में जो हो रहा है, that is not, have they even spoken to environmentalists and all? No, they're just doing it because they think it's necessary. They don't know what the people want.
There are people doing special studies about environment and all.
वो तो ये हाँ. Even during the COVID phase when this issue came up, it didn't come up on the news and all. One kid on social media posted that Molem forests are being cut because people go to the forest to enjoy, to see nature and all. Yeah. That's how we came to know that the Molem forests are being in danger. So when he brought out on social media, people were more aware of it. That time people started fighting back. But this government was very sly. They were like, nahi, we need that project. But the project किसके लिए चाहिए वो नहीं बता रहे वो लोग.
Like we need it.
There is one guy on the top who is ordering, and these people are getting money for it. And that's why the thing is happening, and people's interruptions is affecting their this thing. That's why you'll see whenever वो interview देता है ना Nilesh Cabral, that time he's always angry. He'll just speak any nonsense. You'll be like, क्या smoke? What is smoke? Then he was.
बाद में meme बनते हैं ना. बाद में meme बनते हैं और बाद में share होते हैं.
So that's how I made that this thing, sketch. Him telling the monkeys that we need the project.
You had shared posts related to social, like religion kind of, burning crackers and all. People are like, you are anti-Hindu. Why you're telling that? Why? It is just for the festival, Tewar hai. So what you need to tell about that? Okay,
so when I made the, I told you first only I need ideas, So when Diwali festival came, I saw a lot of, organizations, animal organizations. They were posting don't firecrackers in front of animals or they get scared. Or during Holi, don't put colors on animals. वो सिर्फ idea मेरे दिमाग में आ गया. During that time, unfortunately, during Diwali time, that idea came in my mind. So I decided to make. But I never did I mention कि don't burn firecrackers or don't play Holi. I have not mentioned it anything in the post. But there will be some, people who will come and say, yeah, during our festival only you speak. Go to Pakistan. Are? Why should I go to Pakistan? I'm a proud Hindu. I respect my religion. And I respect people. I respect other religions as well. And I have shared that saying firecrackers post on New Year's also. Okay, because New Year's and Diwali are the two main festivals.
ज़्यादा फटते हैं.
Other festivals also are there. When you're born, they buy firecrackers. You get when you get distinction in college, they firecrackers. I'll post that time also. I'm not saying that Diwali.
Maybe वो extent में नहीं रहता है वो time पे.
Yeah, but there are people's mentality who tells them to target this person because he's talking about firecrackers. You will see when you read the comments, you will be like, those comments be like, अरे यार ये फिर से हिंदू festival के time. One guy with attitude will be like, this guy admin no talks during Hindu festivals only. Then he'll make some joke. Then he'll make one joke that the admin is anti-Hindu.
Yeah.
Go to Pakistan, they'll be like that. Then during Holi, I posted not to put color on
to animals.
This one person is like, yeah, you came again, come during our festival only.
हर त्योहार को आ जाता है.
I have never mentioned don't play Holi. I said don't throw colors on animals. So if I say play Holi, you're going to purposely throw colors on animals? No, right?
No.
There are some people who do that, they throw colors, they harass animals. You will see lots of videos on Instagram where people are throwing animals.
Yeah, you cannot watch the video. ऐसा हो जाता है.
Yeah, so my motive for that thing was for animals. I didn't mention you don't play. These people, I don't know where they come from, man. There was one incident. I'll finish it first. TMC was contesting elections in Goa. So there was this group. उनका एक ग्रुप है चिल्ड्रन यूथ का. तो एक लड़की ने मुझे मैसेज किया, योर आर्टवर्क्स आर अमेजिंग, द वंस व्हिच यू आर टारगेटिंग प्रमोद सावंत आर गुड, can you make more? I'm like, woman, I'm not making this to personally mess up Pramod Sawant's mental state or something. That I'm making.
He's already disturbed a lot.
I'm posting facts which I know just to make people aware. I'm not trolling him. That woman is like, can you make more? Banana. I'm like, okay. I ask her, how much are you going to pay me for that? She's like, no, we are not monetary basis. We are not doing this on a monetary basis.
This is non-profit organization.
Yeah, and we will post your sketch on a page that is 1,000+ followers. I'm like, woman, I'm not doing this for exposure. If you want me to make something,
your exposure time is gone. Like,
I hope she's watching. She's watching
please
this.
Watch,
because it was a really funny thing. She said, we are not a monetary business. You all are working for TMC.
Yeah.
So much you're spending on promotion. Pay me little, no?
It's like film company, going to, put out a film saying we are not working for profit,
These are the same people who will spend thousands of money for big promotion advertisement. But they won't...
How much it costs for that banner, right?
But they won't pay a local artist. They won't pay a local talent for his or this thing.
If you want to put an ad somewhere offline, it costs around 50 to 1 lakh for a small one.
What you're going to tell those advertisement people? Will do your exposure? And they'll say, they'll give one tight slap and they'll send home.
Yeah.
So these are the people I got, once.
क्या है पता है, artists who are doing self-taught or who are doing that, most of the time they are alone, like, अपने art में create कर रहे हैं and stuff like that. But yeah, let's get to the final thing, na? Let's not extend this add on. Chahe to we will continue another part, right? Yeah, and I think that was pretty much with this podcast with Mr. Boo. And how was the experience, man? Like, कितना टाइम के बाद इसे 2 घंटा बात किया है किसी से?
इतना में तो वाइवा को भी नहीं बोल रहे.
अगर आप उसको वाइवा सॉवर्क्स का भी दोगे तो बोलेगा भाई नहीं, मैं इतना बात नहीं कर सकता. बट या आई थिंक इट वाज ग्रेट, मैन. लाइक I don't have words. Like, great experience.
It was an honor being here, and you are really doing an incredible job trying to promote local talent.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to get out the most of the...
Yeah, and that's something, your friends probably love about you. And that is something, to be really proud of. You are doing an amazing job. So, keep it up, and, I've got a special gift for you.
मेरे को रुलाएगा क्या भाई, बहुत emotional.
I saw your previous podcasts, and, I saw the artworks which are behind. So, I thought, why not gift you another one?
Beautiful. I'll show you.
It's a sunflower mandala.
So this is on this camera. I'll make it. Wait, I'll keep it here so it is visible, right? I'll keep it here. I'll zoom it on the photo, man. Like 3 Viners के लिए सबसे बड़ा achievement है I feel. Till yet.
I'm sure you'll get more better ones.
Yes, man. Really beautiful. There is some meaning in this.
It's a mandala, a form of art, which I have been, doodling when I didn't have a digital medium. So pen से बना सकता था वो, fine liners. So this is a sunflower which I made using that technique. So it's pretty much, I hope I got the essence of it.
You have to keep this entire thing consistent, right?
Yeah.
It's beautiful, man. ये मेरे टेबल पे रहेगा for sure. My laptop table.
And there were a lot of ideas which were coming, but I thought, why not make a sunflower?
मेरे को थोड़ा in detail दे देना meaning क्या है, I got that. I'll explain. For other, I can say like अगर इसका ज़्यादा मतलब चाहिए तो please definitely go to ArtByBu.com and
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. I think that's pretty much we will conclude with the podcast and again for above ArtByBu, Kunal this side signing off and until next time take care and we see you in the next episode. इधर से काट देते